Welcome back for another video, guys. This one here we're going to get going on is a arched cabinet. It's going to be a 6 foot tall, 36-inch wide, double door cabinet with shelves inside. On one side, the door is going to have shelves built into the door. Kind of give you a little versatility. When you open the door, you have shelves inside, and then shelves also in the back part. So we'll get going on this. Alright, cut these out. I just made my first couple of cuts on the table saw, but we can't get all the way up, so. Alright, this is the side that's going to have the door with the shelves built into it. So we're going to take and cut off a 10-inch strip here. So the 10-inch strip will be the piece that goes against the bottom. They'll stay permanent, and the other little strip will end up being the shelves that go in the door. Alright, we got the center divider in. Next thing we do is just fill this gap down here. We're going to end up trimming this all out with some hard maple or soft maple. So here I just add a little piece of plywood down here. So we're going to get that added next. Alright, so what I'm working on next is getting the shelf that's going to attach to the door. It's all going to open up. I'm going to leave it gapped. I'm going to leave it gapped to about just a little over ½ an inch there. So that's the way it's going to come around. All right, we're going to start working on the doors and trim. It's going to go with some soft maple, but our local store that carries hardwood stuff was out of soft maple and didn't know when they were going to get any more in, so they had some hard maple, brown maple. We're going to use it, so. All right, so we got all of our rough material cut down. So these strips here, these little 1/4 inch wide strips, these will be to cover the end of the plywood on the front sides, just cover that plywood up. We cut down a 4-inch board. This will be the bottom trim. This one here is 1.25 inches. This will be part of the top trim. These two here will be the door sides, and then these two boards here will be the top, bottoms, in the middle, and then have plywood that goes in the middle of it. So, all right. So for our bottom trim here, I just cut down a piece of 7/8 board in half. Got it to 3/8, I believe. What this is final. 45 the corners, and this will just cover the front here. All right, for the top trim, we're just doing 1.25 inches. The front's going to be 3/4, so that it be flush with the doors inside. I'm just going to do the same as the bottom, which is this 3/8. You could just butt join it, but I'm going to end up doing a 45 here. But we can't cut the full 45, so we've got to do a kind of a combination cut here. So I'll bring over the table and show you how we're going to cut it. All right, so what we're going to end up cutting is a 45 to here, and then this will be straight part back to here. I marked it both sides. All right, so the first cut we're gonna make is this straight cut down to this point right here. All right, so my second cut, we're just gonna cut 45 into that point. I just pull out my little small saw here, and again, just a little scrap to get it kind of in the center. All right, so there we got our two cuts. All right, now we're gonna glue these on. All right, we're working on now is the shelf that goes on the door itself. So there will be a door that goes right here. So I'm just adding some braces in here. The braces serve a couple purposes. One, help hold this square, and then two, give us a place to attach this to the door. Okay, so we're just gonna glue it and pocket hole screw these in. Got a door frames laid out here. So I measured how wide we need them. So the way I like to do it is just lay it on the table here and then clamp them down to the width I need it, and then just measure between the two here. Which Alright, we got our first door just kind of roughly put together here. These here, we'll have to figure out where they go. Need to figure out how to adjust those out. So this is probably not exactly where they go. I just kind of got them in rough. Just kind of what it look like. Alright, we're going to attach the inner shelf to the door. So this side here is going to be the outside, so we want it flush. All right, we're coming in from the back side here. Put our screws in the hinges on the fold-out door. All right, so I got the fold-out shelf door all hinged. Still need to put more screws in. And build the shelves in here. All right, for our other side of the door, I got these heavy duty, I don't know what they call them. I think they're called 5-knuckle hinges. So they'll wrap around, and then plenty of mounting here for the door. The reason I went with the big hinges, because the plan is, if it works out, that when this door opens up, this is where the fold out desk will be. So I need enough support here to hold this door and desk all up. We'll see how it works out. So on these hinges here, I'm gonna need to cut in a mortise in here and get them moved back. Otherwise, it'll stick out too far. So I already messed up and drilled my hole first, but I'm gonna have to mortise these out. All right, so this is the shelf here we're going to make in permanent. I'm just going to use some pocket hole screws, glue it, pocket hole screws. It'll help hold the box rigid. So then there'll be an adjustable shelf here, and then two more here. All right, so one of the last things we're working on is getting all our shelves cut. I'm going to add a piece of 1/4-inch maple to the front edge. last piece we're working on building is the desk that folds out off the door. So just got a piece of plywood here, and then we're going to frame it out with 1.5 inches on the side. Of course, this will be up level. This will be kind of, if you're looking at the underside, and then on the underside we're going to have this is not a good example here, but on the underside, real 1.5 inches, that makes this, when we do our 3/4 legs that fold out, the legs will fold inside of there. Okay. So first thing is getting this glued up here, just 45 at the front, and then on the back we're just going to square it off. This is where the hinge side will be. This will be against the door. All right, we're working on the leg for the desk, drop down. So the idea I'm working on, I don't know if it'll work, we'll see, is this is the leg, we'll hinge down. But then when the leg comes down, like so, there's a chance to kick it and knock the whole thing down. So got these two little wing pieces here that will have another piece of panel hinge here. These will flip in on both sides, and then that'll give you support. So we'll try it, see how it comes out. So the desk to fold it up, just fold these two little wings back out. Fold it up. Here on the back of my shelves, gonna add a little block here. Whenever you use these pans, I did kind of drill mine kind of forward to the back. If you get them too far up, then the shelf can tilt, and I kind of put mine a little bit too far back. The problem is too far back, if for some reason you have to grab the shelf slide, it'll fall out. You can put a little screw. These are made to put a little screw in here every time, but that's kind of a pain if you want to readjust all the time. So I'm just going to put a little piece of wood back here with the screw in it, like so, and that'll catch it from falling out. Final step, adding the handles. I had to offset a little bit due to the other door. All right, let's take one final look at this. So it's just a storage cabinet for arts and crafts. So on this side here, we've got the door, shelves inside, shelves here, all these all adjustable here. And on this side here, again, adjustable shelves except for the center two here. I made them permanent, just kind of stiffen up the box. And then we got the fold out table here. So just got a pin here, release pin, hold it out, flip these two wings in. And you got your little work table to work off of. So, appreciate you again watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you.